Now, I don't specify live action or anime in the title because after I watched the live action, I watched episodes of the anime, and I'm here to review both, as someone who hates anime.
家の夢をかき集め
Which, in this context, really just means someone who moderately dislikes anime fans and hasn't watched too much anime. My first experiences with anime culture was the many videos of cringe weebs that would do some pretty weird stuff.
Deku! You're such a silly baka. Like, why do you gotta be such a silly baka?
Alright, dude. What the flip?
And like many people, my first anime was Dragon Ball Z. But not even that, it was Dragon Ball GT. Branch off, branch off, branch off, branch off, Dragon Ball GT. And at the time, I didn't realize this was anime. I thought it was just cooler cartoons. That's as far as my experience went until I grew up and watched maybe a romantic anime here or a small anime movie over here. Nothing too crazy. The main point was that I never experienced the big-time animes that everyone was into until now. What One Piece was to me before watching it. People around me watched traditional animes, but I never did. Traditional anime being shows like Death Note, Demon Slayer, Scooby-Doo, you get the idea.
Zoinks! 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 Zoinks!
The people around me would especially talk about One Piece quite often, and being totally honest, I could not care less. It seemed like some long, drawn-out money grab that was made for people that just throw it on and turn off their brains. To make it worse, my view of One Piece was further tainted by someone I knew who claimed that they would, and I quote, sacrifice themselves so that Luffy could be a real person for everyone to experience. And he said this seriously. This was not a joke. When a piece of art has fans like this, it doesn't make me think, oh my, this anime must really have some true power and a strong message behind it. It makes me think, wow, this anime turns people into cringe weirdos. But the question we're answering in this video is, did that change? My review of the live action of One Piece. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah? That is the review in short, so if you want to, you can click off the video now. But, now we get into the full review. First off, the casting is beautiful. And I usually decide for this not only through the show, but also through the actors and interviews. The chemistry is off the charts. The mere fact that these actors are quite unknown and not really popular, but have the drive and the passion as the big-time actors is so rich to see. Although, not having seen the anime, I felt as though the characters they were portraying were thorough and consistent. Even though I didn't know the source material, it just felt like the actors were pulling from their original characters perfectly, just through the acting alone. With that being said, although the acting felt consistent, it was cringe. No offense to the kid who plays young Usopp, but I genuinely had to pause it at that part.
Usopp, you can't keep telling people that pirates are coming.
But they are coming, and Dad's coming with them. He'll be home soon, I promise.
Not only because the acting was cringe, but the kid for some reason reminded me of a younger chubby me when I would act in front of my phone. It made me want to scoop my eyeballs out with a giant spoon. Luffy in the live action would also make cringe faces, and it genuinely would just throw me off at how cringe the acting was. Now, with all that said, having watched some episodes of the anime, I now realize that the source material is cringe as well, and I forgive the actors for this uncomfortable experience. I do want to come out and say, Sanji is my favorite character. Just the fact that he doesn't use his hands because he cooks is a cool concept, and his style just ties everything in for being the coolest character. I also want to insert my concern at the fact that most women have a crush on Buggy in this show. And no, not just the actor, actual Buggy. Just when I think I figured out what women like, I am once again befuddled. The set design was perfect. Even though animes can get wild with the set design since they can just draw whatever they want, the live action still managed to emulate damn near everything from what I've seen in the anime. After having watched a few episodes of the anime and finally realizing that the cringe is a part of the show, I can put it aside and say with confidence that the live action is actually quite good, and I'm excited to see more from these actors on screen. I give both the anime and the live action an 8 out of 10 so far. I was genuinely surprised at how much I liked it. The fighting scenes, especially with Sanji, would get me hype.